Hi, today we're talking about strings in Python. Strings are a data type that can be used to represent characters, words, or sentences, and they're surrounded by either single quotation marks or double quotation marks. You can also display a string in the console by using the print function. So let's look at a really quick example. I'm going to write two print statements. And in the first one, I'll print hello with single quotation marks. And in the second one, I'll put hello with double quotation marks. And if we run our code, we can see that hello is printed out twice. So it doesn't really matter whether you put single quotation marks or double quotation marks, as long as you put some sort of quotation marks around the string. And we can see that the print function displays the strings in the console. You can also assign a string to a variable by following a certain format. So let me show you that. You're first going to put the name of your variable, followed by an equal sign, followed by the string value. So if we look at this, you're creating a new variable called a, and that has a value of the string hello. So if we try to print out a, this is going to print out hello, which is the value of your variable a. You can also create multi-line strings by creating a variable that uses three quotes. So let me also show you how to do that. You're going to put three quotes instead of the normal one. And whatever you put in between the quotes like this, I'll just put whatever for now. And if you print this out, we can see that whatever is in between the three quotation marks will be printed out in the console. And each line break that we put in between the variable, it'll be followed the exact same way in the console. And just like how we can use double quotation marks or single quotation marks for a regular string variable, we can also do that for a multi-line variable. So if we switch these double quotation marks to single quotation marks, we can still see that the same thing will be printed out because it's the same value. Another cool thing that you can do with strings in Python is that you can access certain elements of a string. So you can access part of a string, or you can access like one letter or one character. And to do that, you're going to be using square brackets. So let's go back to just a regular string, and I'm just going to say that the value of this a variable is hello world. And each character in a string has a position number. And you might be thinking that this has a position number of 1, but this H, this capital H, the first character, is actually going to have a position number of 0. So if we try to get or access the character at position number 0, then we can see that we get the letter H. And this will keep on, the position numbers will keep on increasing one by one until it reaches the very end of the string. So this lowercase e will have a position number of 1, which we can see here. And it will continue on like that. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's not just letters that can have a position number, but it's also characters. So if we try to get the character at position number 5, we can see that we get a comma. And if we try to get the character at position number 6, we can see that we get a space. So it's important to remember that the first character in a string has a position number of 0, and you can access a character in a string by putting the name of the string followed by square brackets. And inside the square brackets, you're going to put the position number that you want to access. We can also loop through the characters in a string by using a for loop. So The for loop, of course, uses the for keyword. So we're going to put for, and we're going to put a new variable name here, like x. And then we're going to put the keyword in, and then we're going to put a string, like banana. And don't forget that after a for loop, we need to put a colon. And let's just put here, we're printing out x. So in this case, you can think of x as each individual letter in the word banana. So as the for loop keeps on progressing, the value of x is going to change from b to a to n to a to a to n to a. So it's going to go through all the letters in the word banana until there are no more letters left. So these are the letters. So these are all the values of x. And we can see that when we print them out, it should be all the letters in the word banana. You can also access or get the length of a string by using the len function. So let's just take this word banana. I'll make that into a new variable, banana. And if we try to access the length of this word, we can see that we get the number 6 because banana has 6 letters. And to get the length, of course, we're going to use the len function. So that's just the len keyword followed by a set of parentheses. And inside the parentheses, you're going to put the name of the string variable that you want to get the length of. You can also just put a regular string. So we can also put like hello world here. And we'll also just get the length of the string hello world. You can also check if a certain phrase or character is present in a string by using the in keyword. So the in, you can also check whether or not a certain phrase or character is present in a string by using the in keyword. So to do that, I'll give you guys an example. If we put like a new variable here, and let's write a sentence actually. Let's say the best things in life are free. If we write that and I'm sorry. And if we put a word that we want to find or check, and then we put the keyword in and the name of the string variable, if we run this, we can see that it outputs true. So let me kind of go through this step by step with you. We're creating a new variable that has the name txt, and it has the value of the string, the best things in life are free. And this right here is checking if the word free is in the txt variable or if it's in the string value. So since free is actually inside this value, we're going to print out true because the string is in the variable. You can also check if a string or character or phrase is not present in a string by using the not in keyword. So let's keep sort of the setup that we have now, but instead of in, we're going to put not in. Oops, sorry. We're going to put not in. And instead of free, let's put like the word we used before, banana. And again, this is going to print out true because the word banana is not in the txt string value. And since it's not in the txt variable, it's going to print out true. But let's say that we would go back to just using the in keyword, then it would print out false because banana is not in this string right here. One really cool thing that you can do with strings in Python is that you can slice strings, or that means you can just get one part or a smaller string of a large string. So to do that, you're also just going to use these square brackets. So let's actually create a new variable. I'll just call this hello world like we did last time. And I'm going to put a print statement, sorry. and the name of the string variable, and a starting index and an ending index. So the starting index and ending index are going to be separated by a colon. And this last, index is can be interpreted the same way as a position number. So two, so index two is just position number two, and that's going to be this L. And the thing with slicing strings is that the character at this final position number is not going to be included. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see that the comma is at position 5. But when you slice a string, this final position number is not going to be included. So technically, this print statement is only going to print out characters, print characters at position number 2, 3, and 4. So the ending position number is not included. So that's really important because you're also going to use that later in lists. And just to go over the setup again, once really quick, you're going to put the name of the string variable followed by a set of square brackets and the starting position number followed by a colon, and then the ending position number that is not included. So if we run our code, we see that LLO is printed out. And since we're only printing out position numbers 2, 3, and 4, we're going to print out L, L, and O, since we're not printing out position 5. You can also slice from the beginning of a string. So if you want to slice from index 0 and go up to a certain point, instead of using the regular traditional format and putting 0, 5, which will print out hello, you can just leave out the 0 and start these square brackets with a colon. And that will run the same way as if you would put 0, 5. So let me change this real quick. So this above print statement is just the same thing as this, 0, 5. And what this will do is it will get the characters from the start of the string to position 5. And just as we said before, the character at position 5 is not included. So we're going to print 0, 1, 2, 3, and up to position 4. So that's just going to print out the word hello, which we can see over here in the console. You can also leave out the end index. So if we look at that, let's say we want to print from position 2. And go like this. This will get all the characters from position 2 all the way to the end of the string. So we can see that in this case, the character at position 2 is this first L. So if we leave out the ending position number or the ending index, we'll just get the characters from L all the way to the end of the string, as we can see here. You can also add two strings together by using the plus sign. So let's say we have a variable, let's call that hello. And we have a B variable, and let's call that world. And let's say that we have a C variable, and let's just give that the value of A plus B. And if we print C out, we can see that the value of C is just A and B combined together to create one string. There are also a lot of built-in methods in Python that you can use on strings, and they're really helpful in a lot of different cases. So let me just show you some examples. Let's say that we have a string variable. Let's also give that the value hello world. We can use the upper method to we can use the upper method to print out this string variable in all uppercase. And the way you set this up is you're going to put the name of your string variable followed by a period and then the name of your method followed by a set of parentheses. And the dot upper method just converts the string to all uppercase. And we also have a lower method, and that will just print the string in all lowercase. You can also use the strip method to remove white space before and after the actual text. So let's say that I have hello with three spaces before the word hello and world with a bunch of spaces after. If I put a dot strip, since strip is the name of the string, and I try to run the code, we can see that all of the spaces before hello and all of the spaces after world are excluded when we print out the string to the console. So I think at the end of your PDF, there should be a lot more different string methods that you can look at. And you can just play around with those. A lot of those are really cool and really helpful when you're creating an actual project. But I think that is it for this video of Python strings. Thank you so much.